are the Frenchmen, and 4 of them dispatched towards those B tunnels.
Yeah, looking like Shock's going to come late in from top cat here. Nafany to spot the mid doors and might have company very soon. You can see him just patrolling. Inters and Hobbit locking down B. Shiro, DeLong, and Axel over towards that A site. Smoke a flash to work with.
Could go anywhere.
Yeah, and they might just want to feel this out, see if they can identify what the CT hold is early before they make up their mind. Through lower, up over the Xbox.
It's deliberately loud. Look at Kyojin trying to fake out multiple bodies, and here they come into Nafany. The crossfire established with Inters. No Kev, no need. He's brought Apex down to 40. A flash to go. Oh. It's good. Inters to peek off of it, and no survival for him. Dinged early. Damn. Misutaa's caught a long-range Glock headshot. Hobbit cleared, and the bomb site open. Apex going to use that low HP to be the canary in the coal mine, and already he's chirped his last chirp. 3v3. Bomb ticking.
They got the kit here at least on Nafany, but they have to deal with Shocks towards back of plat, and ZywOo and misutaaa are both playing in tunnels here.
Yeah, I like the tunnels after plant. The only issue they'll have is if Shockster goes down without too much resistance. ZywOo, at least, providing some overwatch and chips away at the kit carrier. Down goes Nafany as well as that 5-second defuse. Easily retrievable, time sensitive, and one more click is all it takes. Shiro, he's going to have to commit to that.
Has to sit it.
He has to, and I got nervous. I'm sure misutaaa did too. After that second click, you start to panic. He starts mashing his crouch and spinning his mouse, but panic over. And Vitality will take the pistol.
That's a very good start there, right? misutaaa is one of these win conditions alongside of, well, guess what? ZywOo playing superstar level Counter-Strike here, but misutaaa, if he can be that secondary star that I think the team knows he can be, that is a great start for Vitality out the gates here. It's going to be a force buy back in for round number 2 from Gambit. Some pistols upgraded. The best they're looking at is an MP9 in the hands of Axel. Patented scout for Apex is out, and ZywOo smoked out of his line of sight. So they have established long control here on the CT side. Going to force Vitality to search elsewhere. Have used a bit of that force sport utility early, just a smoke and a HE left over for Inters. As they retool, regather, they are going to turn their attention towards short, and that is where Vitality are walking down towards as well. 3 players close mid towards that Xbox position.
They're very happy to give Gambit early sound cues and stampeding around, clearing their tons, making sure no funny business has gone down early. Now with some utility juggling, Apex is equipped for a full short clear.
Probably not first here, Apex.
Yeah, and he's going dry. This is going to end badly. Oh, damn. A tag's not bad. He needs the cleanup, and there it is. misutaaa mops up the short hold and even forces off the third as well. Axel activates, yeah, very loudly, but still ZywOo goes down nearly 2 and gets scary now, very scary. A single click from misutaaa has bailed them out of trouble. He really has been the point man here for Vitality, and look at Shiro, he's whittling away at them. Shocks, misutaaa and Kyojin so damn low. That was about 28 points of health between them all.
I was doing the quick maths there. I think it was 32.
Oh, that's very...
Yeah, 16 and 6 plus 10.
Well, I had the 10, okay. So I had the top 2. I didn't see the bottom.
But that right there is handled, and it was all down to misutaaa again. So 2 impactful rounds out of him back-to-back. Axel trying to get in the thick of things here. And you can understand the call of Gambit, right? Once you've dissuaded them from going long early, it's difficult as a T to go back on through, right? You have to worry about the CTs behind the doors, the blue bin crossfire. So they force them into the stack here, but they walk away with decent round there, Vitality. Just a MAC-10 in the hands of Apex now as they've quickly corralled down towards this mid-control. misutaaa spotted, chipped away at, but they have the map control they're looking for as Apex can apply pressure over towards this A site. Oh, just too easy there. These light upgraded pistols eventually get met by Axel's Deagle. And yeah, misutaaa is on one today.
Good signs of life. Inters. Not much long left of his.
Doing damage again here.
Yeah, I mean, you take 2 kills on a USB round.
The always annoying Gambit here. Even more damage being done.
You know, I was actually quite surprised. I hadn't done the research when I saw those 2 head-to-heads I was like, damn, okay. Because in my mind, Gambit come into this as favourites, but historically, that's not been the case.
Yeah, that right there, those two results that we're looking at, EPO and IEM Summer, right? It just shows that how infrequently these two teams have met, first of all, right? And then second of all, it shows that, strangely, Vitality have gotten the better of a team that have been one of the best teams this year. But you have to remember, Vitality have been one of those as well. So it is just Na'Vi who sits on top of the roost. You have these two teams, G2 and Heroic. I would say those four, you know, it could be a good conversation for the top 5 of the year, but we're out long. Apex stuck on the bin and Snowblind. They haven't killed him yet.
Finally, he goes down. Nafany solves the mystery. Ouch. Ouch. Double nade and, oh, a moonwalking Belgian. Hang on.
Did you want to go there, Kyojin?
Monsieur? He's gotten away from that, and we're ready to reset. At least Gambit are. It's going to be tough for Vitality to overcome here on the first gun. Not a single point of damage, really. Nut Hobbit, a lightly grazed knee. ZywOo is trifling with trouble. Hobbit will post his first in the feed in round 4. And yeah, this is looking perfect. Near spotless. Just Kyojin looking to try and be the hero, peeking into an orb. And the Shiro has the info and likely misses from him. Wow, Kyojin just keeps taking these fights. He actually eventually wins the war of attrition. Shiro, those are the kind of rounds and moments, sequences that can lead to a bit of a wavering faith in your own ability, but he's all cool. And 3-1.
Yeah, they get the AWP back for him. No dramas right there. And speaking of AWPs, one is going to be dropped across thanks to misutaaa for ZywOo.
Double nades, look at that. I mean, there's nothing Shox could have done. Apex as well, flashed off, staring at a barrel. I think it just boils down to those opening kills. See how this one shapes up. ZywOo is onto the AWAP. Seems like a passive stance, at least to contain the long and top mid.
Yeah, the fact that the bomb is still down towards T-spawn here, I don't think there's going to be too much of an early presence across the map here. So just 3 in towards the tunnels to make sure that there's no CT side aggression. Axel with a lot of responsibility for him and a nice chunky nade there. misutaaa has been looking sharp, but only the glue in his hands and down to 60 early. That's not going to be fantastic. Hinge smoke, followed up with another HE. This one a little bit too deep for damage, but the molly's not. misutaaa is going to have to slow this one down for a moment. Smoke will still be up, so there should be no dramas mantling on over the Xbox position. Another nade over, so really harassing right here. Good util use from Gambit.
Yeah, I wonder if Nafany's got any more hiding in CT for him, but doesn't look to be the case.
If Vitality took a look at VP's game yesterday, right, against Gambit, they could look at ways they can exploit these rotations here. And what adjustments have Gambit made since yesterday? So many games of Counter-Strike they played. Put through the absolute ringer.
Yeah, late one for them. I'm so impressed that that's not the first time they've
Axel
pulled that off.
He's not been heard here. This is huge. So much information.
Yeah, more than information. He's going to get some blood. Ooh, it's Apex to fall. They'll have to commit to the B site now. With only 25 seconds, the entire Gambit squad are surely alert to this.
Might call a save here. I think you have to call a save. The fact that you have no room, the time, as you mentioned, have to drop back, and that really sucks right there. They will get to hold on to these guns, but you look at where their money's at right now. None of these players that are staying alive are going to be able to invest a single penny unless ZywOo or Kyojin want to buy a decoy next round. So that means that Apex is single-handedly going to have to buy all the utility for the team with only $1,900 coming into his bank balance. Okay. So that right there is it. Look, it's better than it would have been, but this is still going to be very difficult to operate with right now. So Gambit get away, keeping the members alive, and, well, Vitality too.
And Apex is just going to be the nady boy.
Kyojin just dropped him that AK. I'm curious to see if that stays that way. I think, yeah, P250 looking likely, maybe some Kevlar and then nades around it. And he's just gone for head armor with a smoke and a flash here. So they have 2 smokes, 1 flash to operate with in this next round of play. This should be good for Gambit here. They don't really have to avoid much as far as the utility department goes. It's just going to come down to the bullets. And it's quite heavy.
This is so French. The contact walk in, well, contact found. Flames deny any further progressions, and nades deep do chip further away. We'll keep track of that utility damage by the end of the half.
Look at them all clustered here.
Yeah,
in the upper tunnels, all 5 members.
Very likely that an information push. This time not long, Axel much more caged. And floating some resources back. I think they suspected smoke and mirrors and pursuing information towards those double doors. It does leave Inters on an island, so just a question of what they choose to commit to.
Yeah, it looked like they were just going to set up for a standard B exec, right? Be able to smoke the doors, throw out that lurk smoke and go into the site there with the 1 flash. But They've called cancel,
worried about
but
the
yeah.
Axel push.
Yeah, and they've called counter with that one smoke, right? And it might work against them here because Shiro was starting to float back over towards A. And Vitality, they're obliging. They're coming close towards mid doors here. This could be straight into the den. 3 players can deal with this as Inter's left the B site as well. Oh, they just walked out.
Oh no, Shiro, another one. Slips by the wayside, leads to his demise. 40 seconds, and now the smoke can be used to cover the cross. Oh, but Nafani's got more than answers. He's got a frag, pulls it back to the 4v4 and denies the door. Yeah, bomb going back to A. But that's where Axel has tucked himself in deep and a headshot angle with that AK-47. Apex is equipped with the AWP. They want us to charge on in. Oh, aggressive, and it's actually not got too much.
Oh, nice
Great
shot.
shots out of Shoxy. A third for good measure, and oh my God, Inters has just denied the round.
He's looking the wrong way.
He's not ready for it. And no, Apex,
he's dropped his
he's
lines.
whiffed it. And Inters, that is miraculous. He's
Just 1 on 4.
He's completely disconnected from the pack. He's miles away. The frags come in. 12 points for Shoxy, and then Inters does one better. Yard call a timeout too.
Yeah, Shox just hit some absolute bangers, right? That wasn't an easy setup to get through with 20 seconds left on the clock when those kills are coming in. Look at the kill feed, but Inter's here just peppering away. And then Apex, oh no. Right, he's going for the P250 in the side. Could have gone for the AWP bullet. Could have used the AWP to finish him off right there.
And then Apex misses that.
Oh no. Well, yeah, makes sense. Take a timeout, take a deep breath.
Maybe book a therapy session.
Cool yourself down after that. That really should have been a Vitality round after the Shox heroics there.
Yeah, the second shot to Axel, man. Real nice clicks. Ooh.
Oh, lordy.
Okay, well, Inters is online.
Yeah, that's good to see, right? The supportive element of Gambit.
Hey, someone, if you're watching and perhaps someone's always asked, why do they bother double smoking Dust2? We don't need that in our MM games. So there's an example as to what happens when you don't have the smokes up against players of this caliber.
And now you're just down on pistols, right? So it hurts twice, right? The fact that they didn't get the loss bonus in the previous because they saved those guns, well, now they only get the loss bonus of...
Yeah.
Oh, very light with this run boost. And, oh, they didn't even pull that one off. So the tightrope walking not working perfectly for Vitality here, but they do have this mid control, and they're testing Shiro again.
He decides he'd rather not. And the nade looks well destined for glory. More added to that utility damage tally.
They're ahead of this.
Yeah, charge on into Hobbit's M4A4, interestingly enough, and 2 will have to do. Just a second Deagle shot, and there you have it.
Oh, headshots.
Yeah, everyone's got the precision today. But that is Gambit just edging forward, and that is with 4 consecutive rounds in response to Vitality and their 3-0 start.
Thank you very much to Inters, right? This wouldn't have been possible without that type of a round here, and I don't think they quite understand just how lucky they were. Hobbit with 2, right? He saw that player slip past the net right there, picked up ZywOo before he could get too deep within the site, but big fights to win from the CT ramp, and underway we go. A 4-man long lean coming out of Gambit here.
Yeah, there's a timer on that. Just ready to receive if anyone wants to throw their corpse into the meat grinder of a double molly smoke.
Curious here, like Shiro just went straight towards short, so if Vitality knew they got locked out of long, they might have tried to screw him up short, and Shiro would have already been waiting the rotation back across. So with the warning shot.
Late long, it can be difficult when you're isolated. So what started with 4, fake shocks, flashes. Exile ready though, and yeah, this is the last of the util. Shiro's flirting with it. Good flash, but vision's restored, and Shiro is disconnected from the pack. He's focused short, so Kyojin going down. Now they know. And a good counter flash. Misutaaa has his vision and his frag. So, at the 60-second mark, they've got their long territory, and there may be more flashes where that came from. Shiro doesn't have any. Nafani does, but he's going to hit the run boost.
The pit player's a problem.
Oh no, they're
the
both
tower.
dismantled! Shiro as well throws his name into the mix.
What a move!
That is naughty. He uses the long corner smoke against them.
And Inters again just lurking through the lower tunnels, finishes that one off.
Wow, that's 2 rounds in a row where it looks like Gambit are on the ropes and then throw a haymaker.
Yeah, because the setup's not great in that situation, right? You can see Shiro stranded top site. Nafani pushes up. This fades. You're worried about the pit player, but on the timing there.
Oh, you're not expecting it. You're
just knocking the pins over.
Yeah, I'd be frustrated too. The rounds that they've conceded, Chad. We are so early into this series, and already, like, I'd straight up be able to start a salt mine.
Oof. It is good to see, though, the type of Counter-Strike Gambit are playing here. It's got a little bit more, I want to say, flair to it than what we saw from them against VP. VP felt like very standard, didn't it? It just felt go into the default rounds on both sides. Well, if they can dissuade and dismantle this little pistol upgrade, 3 Tech 9s, 2 Deagles, and a couple of smokes, they're looking good for 6 here, Gambit. They're on their way in.
Yep, this is Inter's test. Onto his B side. He's running out of bullets, though. And as Shox moonwalks in, he's already found himself a frag. If they could just clear out that AWPer, ZywOo surely going to have to acknowledge and respect the space taken. They're looking for Hail Mary shots and so much more chipping away at them. Apex with the bomb delivery boost to be set up. And oops, loud about that.
Good util for the retake here. A nade, a molly, a couple of smokes and flashes. Yes. Gambit, are you going to give it a crack?
You'd think so. Even in the 4v5 chat, look at their health, their weaponry, their absence armor on ZywOo. This one is just a matter of time. ZywOo lining up for the full util set. A flash, incendiary, and a push. Apex takes one, as well as the misutaaa's Deagle. Aggressive, a bit too perhaps. Bomb half gone, Kyojin's Deag, we know it's up for the task, and that's enough for ZywOo. Vitality on a light one. Charging into the site with an extra 2k in their pocket, and they'll leave with a 4th.
That just shows you right there how difficult that B bomb site can be to retake, right? Inter's not getting anything done, the opening kill going in Vitality's way, and they just steal around and pick up 2 rifles for their trouble. So great round for Vitality to bounce back. That might get rid of some of the woes that they were having there as far as the mental went. Kyojin goes down, not the end of the world. The money is looking great over there.
He's just so far away.
Maybe they've... Wait, what? He must have been really low here. You can see he's by the Xbox right now.
Look at his HP.
Red. But he hit a banger of a Deagle shot here. This one just over the lip of the tall box in sight. But a timeout taken. This time has been called by Gambit. Just trying to make sure that one doesn't happen again. You can see the 5 in a row after the pistol round and the 2 conversions there from Vitality. ZywOo has his big green. ZywOo just bought into his. So both teams into a full buy for round number 10. It's a good looking long spawn there for Apex. So if he wants to charge this one forward, change the pace a little, take a bit of a fight.
Back into the AWP here for ZywOo. Yet to really see too much impact out of him. Well, that's numbers. 2, cross B. Apex eliminating the long player. They know that's Axel down. Hobbit to fill the void, and there will be gaps. And that's Vitality's new objective. With so much time on the clock, they'll start to poke and prod, and never mind, maybe they'll just regroup.
Yeah, this is quick. The fact that they've just immediately gotten that kill and just started running all the way back over towards B, I think they're hoping to play the rotations here of Gambit. But
force a save.
Yeah, right now Gambit are just playing 2 in the B bomb site. Nafany very defensive. He's jumping on the site box to pick mid to B. Inters needs to get something done this time round if they execute in towards his domain, and a perfectly timed smoke yet again.
So lovely and deep to the point where Vitality wouldn't dare poke their faces through it. Such uncertainty.
Shox is the only player towards mid, right? And if he can kind of fake this to make it seem like short, if he could apply some pressure and keep ZywOo... Oh, they're creeping through. They're just going.
Yeah. Inters is staring at the wall.
This is dead.
Oh, he's expecting the flash. That's the benefit of contact plays. Look at this. Gambit down, saving, and Shox already hunting. That was a great call out of Apex, and yeah, he's found himself another one if he tames the spray. He does. Hobbit, send back to Hobbiton.
ZywOo needs to be careful here as well.
The hunt is on in a very big way. He's in top mid, trying to rock the Casbah. 5 barreling towards him, 1 long, 2 mid, 1.
They're coming. They are coming.
You are not getting away with this. Good luck. Have fun. Kyojin certainly is, as he gets himself his 2nd. Well, you know what? Talking of salt mines, I think that's enough. They've dug themselves right out of there.
Yeah, I think those mental woes from the earlier rounds are going to be forgotten about because it's just a great reaction. They get the opening kill and they just immediately have a plan. Just go, walk into B, kill Inters, and they win. Like Nafany and Inters went down simultaneously on that site, and at that point it is all over. No saved guns, bit of problems with the finances now. And another timeout called. So 2 consecutive timeouts here from Gambit. And the reason that they found themselves in this position was because they lost against some Tech 9s. So, yeah, if you're Inters, you're really quite upset about a kill like that because you don't even get a chance to fight back. You're not even looking in the right way. You're hoping that there is a tell, and guess what? Absolutely nothing came your way.
And 90% of the rounds he plays in that corner like that, there's at least 3 tells. He gets a footstep, he gets a flash, he gets a lurky smoke. You know, exactly.
I think they're forcing here, Gambit. The AWP in the hands of ZywOo and the MP9's getting bought up as well, so they're going for this. They're going to take the fight here to Vitality. Not going to let them run away with this one too easily, but ZywOo will need to find impact on this investment.
Oh, ZywOo again going to be, more than counting. He's going to be fragging. Inters, one of this B defense pair. immediately felled, and Apex, yeah, accelerating. Close two-man setup here on doors. ZywOo to oversee business. And the flash comes in. Hobbit is anti. Oh, he actually swallowed it, but so did Apex.
Axel and Shiro here have pushed up short. This could be a way to get a kill back into the round here. Apex.
He's not going to be ready for this.
No, knife out. So if he mantles up Xbox, Axel could have the kill. There's his head, and oh, there's the dink. Axel needs to finish his meal here.
Is Apex still alive? And misutaaa, the bodyguard, continues to rack him up. That's his 12th frag.
Should just NB here, right? They should just NB at this point. They know that likely only one player on the site. Apex and ZywOo having a bit of a look towards long. More utility to clear out the close corners. It's just Nafany mounted up just outside the precipice of the tunnels here.
Yeah, I think there's one info as to where that AWP may be. Denying Shiro with his $0 in his bank account would be very effective. And there's Nafany. So now, they're not going to rush this plant, I imagine. Kyojin will get himself ready, and these A players will start their hunt.
They don't even know that he has the AWP yet because he hasn't even fired a shot up until this point. So the fact that Shiro is still alive, you have a pretty good hunch that he has something big in his hands, but there's not too many more places to look right now.
Yeah, I think process of elimination dictates spawn.
Yeah, he literally just has to be spawn.
Oh, and they know not only the AWP, but where he is, and they're screaming, let's go get him. To deny it all, great flashes and a dead Shiro. Vitality have awoken. And once again, quite the nemesis for Gambit. They do make them look silly more often than most.
Yeah, and that's not bad at all right there. You love the pressure they're applying, right? Because one of the keys to Gambit, the reason they can stay threatening in games for a long period of time is because they get away with saves, right? They save when the percentages say and dictate so. And here, not getting an opportunity to do so. So big problems now, and shots are starting to be hit by everybody. Right, ZywOo with the one on the cross, misutaaa still hitting a couple of bangers, and in the dumps right now are Gambit. Sure, they have 5 rounds to their name, but they are down to pistols, so that means that, well, very likely to concede the 7th round to Vitality, who are now stringing together a bunch of their own. This should be the 4th consecutive.
You know, Gamble from the boys of Gambit, and it is Nafany that's caught first, so there's another opener for ZywOo to be added to his tally. Shox has got the responsibility here of just controlling the tunnels, and it looks like Apex is going to go have a little looky-loo. Weird smoke, maybe missed. And there is someone in that CT area, so he is going to have to be just a bit cautious of his angles here, Apex. Tip of the head, 2 clicks out of Shiro. I say 2, actually, never mind. It's not even a P250, that's just a P2K.
It's a Scorpion, though. It's a cool skin. There it is. Bit of an old-school one there. Well, Hobbit's about to... Oh, I thought he was going to push to his demise. Shox just looked away here. This is only a matter of time until this round's picked up. I can't see a world where Shiro is able to do much damage from here. They are rotating in. Shox has one Apex with another, and the spray long range not going to land. Going to get a little bit audacious with that.
This is into spot, man. Doesn't matter what weapon he's got. He's comfortable taking those long range fights from mid to A. Yeah, so just saving what they can, I suppose. Maybe trying to get an exit if they can. Apex dead. Where's his corpse?
That was over towards mid-long there. So not going to be getting that AK by any means. ZywOo grabs another nade top mid, and there you go. ZywOo, couple kills in that one, 3 to be precise. And yeah, Vitality looking good now to take the lead, because this buy, it's still going to be pretty rough around the edges for Gambit. Shiro can get into the AWP, but there'll be no armor there. And yeah, the M4's out. There is a defuse kit. Enough Molotovs to make this work, so virtue of that cheaper M4, the util is looking better and better. But you're going to be scratching your head a little bit here if you're Gambit, right? You've been losing the B bomb site more often than not, and you want to stay the standard defense, which is what we're seeing here. 3 towards A, Axel, Hobbit, Shiro trying to lock down and batten the hatches of long. Axel has been out across the pit now. There's no presence there whatsoever early from Vitality. They're just sitting back and kind of hoping that Gambit want to go a little bit more aggressive towards short, mid doors. But it's just a standard hold here.
Yeah, but they've got a real bit of pep in their step and Vitality. It can look passive, and then suddenly we find ourselves on the site in 40 seconds. So already you can see this crawling progress. Short the priority here for ZywOo, as he's going to molly off that AWP angle. And Exile might have to react to that, because he's actually just back-turned to the smoke.
It's a good little molly here being lined up by Kyojin.
More nade damage, chipping further away and confirming close, long doors clear.
Just feels like there's so much pressure on the map right now, and Gambit is so far away with the rotation here, so this all comes down to Axel.
He's going to go for the spot, completely unfazed and flashed, but dead. Corner smoke, no Nafany this time to dismantle, and they're well ahead of the pack. Shiro's worried about short.
Look the wrong way.
Yeah, he won't anymore, but Kyojin, you've already hit one bangaroo. Have you got any more? God, they're all there.
Surely they're going to smoke it this time round, right?
Yeah.
Make sure you can get across.
Inters is disappointed. Now they've got this decision to make. Now, the percentages dictate, Chad.
It should likely be a save here, and I think Inter's already up through the lower tunnels is saying exactly that. But Vitality have loved to hunt, and they have so much residual cash right now. We're at the tail end here of the first half, and they should be looking to take these rifles away.
Yeah, misutaaa's already actually going to catch him. He's been loud about this.
Very noisy.
Clean this.
Oh, they can't miss.
So ready, yeah. He's got a good spray on him as misutaaa.
They're stepping out in these situations where they should be going down, and the bullets just aren't landing.
I think Barrel betrays one on the crawl, and he will go down. Kyojin gone. Apex is going to be caught out, and so Nafany and Shiro may actually have a successful save here. ZywOo's not going to be committing. misutaaa too far away, so just hoovering up what they can. Straight bullet, not far off of Nafany's save, as it's confirmed.
Well, that's the half right now. Great stuff from Vitality here. You think about after the rounds that they lost, that it was going to be hard for them to be able to recover from this, but Tech9s is all they needed to get this one going.
Yeah, swinging and roundabouting. You can see the finances mean that save was super compulsory. I mean, look, they're only just about going to be able to scrape it together with these two save rifles. So already 8 to the good, round 14 ahead, and Gambit do manage to muster a pretty intimidating buy.
What are you going to change up right here? It has to start getting a little bit more aggressive. Take the fight to them because you're playing this default spread and you're losing it every single time. This time, Shiro boosted up by Axel on short. Nafany close doors and Inter's on B, but if they just walk into B, they can punish him again. The molly going to subside, and I think Shox is looking for a frag here.
And they're going to call it clear if they get it. Oh, didn't catch a glimpse. Now he will. Warning shots from Inters. misutaaa again.
Everyone's dying.
Oh, no. Gambit just so disrupted by Vitality. Apex will take another, and look at this. 1 minute 23 and only one man left on the wrong part of the map.
Every POV we just changed to right there of Vitality was a kill, right? There wasn't a single moment where it looked like they were flustered, they weren't going to hit the frag.
Anybody that's struggling with Gambit should just be taking notes. You just have to not miss every shot.
Yeah, just go and shoot them, guys. That's the plan.
That is the strat.
That's the plan.
That's what Apex is telling them.
Actually, can't even run away. They can't even save. Like, one of the biggest strengths of their game plan is just being owned every single time. This is looking great for Vitality. 10 rounds does seem very likely here. And they even tried something a little bit more aggressive, I suppose, with a short boost, but just a lack of versatility on their CT side here. Not throwing a curveball or anything that even seems remotely different at the French, who running away with this one now. It's only been a patch of 5 rounds in a row. That's it. That's all that Gambit have been able to muster here. Otherwise, it's Vitality getting business done.
Ooh, full blind on Nafany, and he's going to try and pull the ripcord in time. So, tucked in, a 3-2 division of Gambit, looking to end on a high. 10-5 does sound juicy for Vitality, and an absence of utility as well. Take a note of just how little they've got to react, retake.
The two little zoomers in mid are just jiggling, looking for kills here.
Oh my god, Hobbit. He's trying his luck. No one's watching it. No one. No one responsible for this. Hobbit.
They're already in?
Yeah, they've got through main. It's this clear now onto Inters. Weird smokes looking good. Gambit have found themselves a flurry of frags. A no-scope, though, from ZywOo. And partners up with Apex. There's 2 here. Oh, Apex. You may not anticipate them so soon. Especially now he's spotted another one crossing through. You do have that Molotov. ZywOo, what are you doing with it? That'll do nicely, in fact. Buys time, still paranoid about the tunnels, and you do have Apex ready to take a fight as it fades.
Okay.
Here it comes. Looking to shave some time off the clock. A flash. Hobbit looking the wrong way and beheaded. A double peek is available to him, but Apex will take him down to a 1v1. No time for this. No time at all. No time like the present. ZywOo makes it short. It's 10. 10 for Vitality on a T-side Dust2 start. That is magnificent, and we'll be taking a quick break. We do come back. We'll see if Gambit can buck the trend as Vitality look to rack up their 3rd in the head-to-head.
Do you think you know everything about CSGO? Then stay alert and look out for the DHL drop quiz on the ESL CSGO Twitch channel.
An eco win on B.
Yeah, those Tech-9s are a bit pesky, aren't they? And that B bomb site difficult to retake. But that 7-round stretch that Vitality posted there to close out the half, Gambit only managed 1.8 kills per round.
Yeah, well, there's testament to it. Not a single member after 15 rounds has broken 10.
So let's see if they can change all that right here. Gambit, 4 players of their own in towards the tunnels early here, trying to deal with any of those pesky pushes through lower. Shiro with the bomb on his back towards the top of Cat. Can stay flexible, also susceptible to a push. And Misuta's been looking good. He's forward looking for a fight.
Yeah, and every fight he takes,
every bullet.
Just seems perfect. Misutaa, go on, my son. Another not available. Nafany, however, is having his fair share of blood. He's taken ZywOo out, and we're into a 4v2. Misutaaa on the reposition, trying to bait for Kyojin, and he does as well connect. Takes the leader of Gambit down and forces him to watch as another pistol could go the way of Vitality. There you have it. So they will take that and run with it.
That's only 1 kill there as well, right? The woes that existed within the tail end of that half are existing now. When you hear Apex, he is making a lot of noise. You had Parler with the interview with Nafany and Apex asking, they're both loud. Well, I think there's a battle between the in-game leaders, not only in the server, but audibly as well here. And this is great from Misutaaa. Just as we mentioned his name, a couple of quick ones there with the USP.
Whoa.
And this is fantastic work from Vitality now, playing some great Counter-Strike. Now, Gambit in that first half, right, they were being dictated to. I like to use that term a lot, but it's because they were very default heavy. I think Vitality, if they want to throw a wrench within the mix here on their CT side as well, be a little bit aggressive, find some opening kills, be quite jarring in their approach of the CT side, they could really unravel Gambit here. But it is a light investment. Just the Deagle with the Kev for Inters, the rest of which holding on with some Glocks. Now, Inters was a big hero for this CT half of Gambit. Let's see what he can do on the T side.
Well, Shox is going to be asking for assistance, and well,
here it comes.
Be just farming up here. That Deagle's not going to do much at all. In fact, as Axel's the last one, and he's just hanging out on this boosted position. I wonder how well trained Kyojin is, because I'd be getting a bit ants in my pants about now. Like, do I just maybe I will go hunting? Maybe we'll have a walk. He doesn't have to take his. Doesn't have to move his hands at all. Doesn't even have to touch the W key.
The thing is, if you watch a Gambit demo, you know that Axel does get boosted when he's lurking, right? The fact he's here on an eco is very curious. So I think they were hoping for some form of aggression here, but
you'd almost considered it.
Yeah, if they've done their homework correctly, this is one of the places you would go looking for Axel. I think Kyojin's kind of even looking through the door at this position, and now he's been spotted and he's gone. So very well aware of the scenario right there. This is a very well drilled looking Vitality. We've already spoken, right? You guys have heard it a million times about the situation in the Vitality team going forward. We don't need to bring that one up again. But what it is doing for them is not only does it look like they're having fun, they're also playing confident Counter-Strike, right? They're happy to take fights. There's no dramas. They're not looking scared. And because of that, it feels like everybody's hitting shots.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel that there's a single player on the Vitality roster that's slouching right now. And even Kyojin's having a good time. That tells you how well things are going.
Yeah, I mean, I think testament to Kyojin performing well is also just, you know, not only seeing him smile, but seeing the way he plays. Like, that is a good sign. And this is Misutaaa.
The confidence. They just push it in.
Yeah, exactly. And I think this is just the power of a team with nothing to lose and everything to gain.
Oh, this must just be hard to deal with if you're Gambit right now. You're not getting a single moment's respite here.
No, they're treating them like you used to get treated by NIP, you know, like...
It sucks. I don't have an Axel or a Shiro, though. Well, and Shiro's already dead, so neither do they in round number 18. Okay, well, good luck here, because they're continuing to push. They're continuing to prod that.
Nafany was
what do we call that one?
Trick shot, actually.
It's like a 1080...
1080, yeah.
What was the game? The snowboard game?
Oh, SSX Tricky?
That was a different one. I played the other one. Damn. Memory's not that good.
Because it wasn't in a Counter-Strike round, Chad. That's why you can't remember it. If the move was actually maybe a Counter-Strike call, you'd have got it every time. Yeah.
Maybe.
So we might get some of Vanguard smokes. Hobbits at least put the key in the lock. And now we're mid Mid B smoke has dropped out. It looks like they're going to be ahead of that, though, so no respect. Shox gets the information, calls it absolutely clear.
It's not mid to B, guys.
No worries. And as we say that, he's actually going to bolster the numbers on B. So bomb is on its way through the doors. Pressure short as well. Hobbit might want to drop CT, but that would be the wrong
20 seconds.
call. Yeah, it's because Gambit don't really know what they want to do with this.
Looking the wrong way.
Both of them are looking the wrong way. Axel trying to save him, but misutaaa to be feared. Axel doing a lot
to the
there.
side,
But
mate,
yeah,
that's
they
the
have
bomb.
to plan, and misutaaa's tamed his spray for his third frag. No time for this at all. Just survive. misutaaa can maneuver around, and Inter's going to try and hold on to his AK in plain sight.
Yeah, well, this is... I want to say it's falling apart for Gambit. It's never really gotten going.
No.
The 5 rounds, Inter's had a crazy 1-on-4, where
Yeah.
Apex probably should have killed him, right? And you consider how we've gotten to this point right now. What are we looking at now? 10 rounds in a row for Vitality here. 10 rounds in a row.
Now, I know you don't have it at the top of your head.
Sure.
Could you start doing some research as to the stompiest stomp Gambit have been on the receiving end of?
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, we
just,
can...
you know, in an eco or something, have a little look.
We can pop on in, for sure, because I always talk about Gambit as a team that's going to grind out a certain amount of rounds, right? And
Well, because of their saving nature, because of that, there's always, you'll always have a close game, essentially, was how we'd phrase it on an analyst's desk. And yeah, that's their third timeout. They're burning through them now, obviously in pursuit of a recovery.
At the major, they got absolutely dumpstered by Na'Vi, 16-3 on Mirage.
Woof.
As I keep going down the list,
Okay.
most of them are double-digit games. There's a couple like there's 69 in here. They lost to NIP in Pro League, Season 14, 16-6.
Okay, so there are flashes in
few
the
and far
pans, but few
between,
and far
though.
between.
It doesn't happen to Gambit very often here.
And
so
to top 5
shell-shocked,
teams.
I would say. This is, yeah, they're copping a hiding here. Feels like they've done something wrong. I don't know what they've done wrong, but they've been naughty apparently, and Vitality are punishing them in a big way. This one saved AK-47 for Inters is met with some light upgrades around it. And Vitality are just allowed to set up here without too much pressure again, and Apex is making an early call. The in-game leader of Vitality has floated over towards the B bomb site to join Shox and misutaaa, leaving a lot of pressure on ZywOo on the A ramp. Kyogen over towards Pit, but Inters with the flash has been able to take this mid-door control. But you kind of want them to come mid to B. You don't want to take a fight here. You want to allow them to smoke and go. There's a trap on that site.
Oh, they're actually walking straight into it. The big clown shoes about to step into the bear trap, and I think it might be enough to repel them with just Shox. Firing off an AWP shot. They are going to maneuver away from the 3-man stack. So now the pressure will start to mount. It's ZywOo. And at 50 seconds, you know, he's got a good chance to rot the clock and then they've got to rotate. They could just dump util.
Look at all their nades. That is mental how much they have left right now.
Yeah, ZywOo doesn't even need his nades. A smoke and a headshot will completely repel, and Hobbit not going to be able to secure anything on that deagle.
I didn't think this would be the case, but maybe the Godset NIP game would be the more competitive of the two today. I know we still have Vertigo up next, but Vitality had no slouches on Vertigo either.
Yeah, Godsend continued to impress us today.
Yeah, that was good stuff against NIP. We know NIP are a bit shaky right now, and well, so was ZywOo's aim there. Lots of damage, but not the kill. Axel in, bomb should go down, but hot pursuit is the Predator himself. The nade looks good.
Bang, and Axel's gone. Shiro burning, just about maneuvers away with a point of health to spare, and Kyojin adjusts accordingly. That is 14, Chad. 14-5. If you've just joined us, hello.
Yeah, you're late.
You are very late.
Where's your note?
And this is Vitality's pick, so they are definitely demonstrating as to why they felt like they had Gambit's number here, and they've demonstrated a real affinity for that, both on attack and now here on the defense.
Well, finally the rifles are going to come out here. Nice little nade set there from Apex. You guys can use that at home. Great way to absolutely ruin anybody planting over towards that site. But double AWPs equipped now for Vitality, so it's not just Shox with a big green. ZywOo wants one of his own. Shiro has this, so Molly towards the mid doors, and Shiro posted up looking for something. A tag not found, but he did see Shox crossing back over. But it's a default again, right? There's nothing to help them find an opening kill. They're waiting out all this utility. The same way we talk about VP, or at least the old VP, right? Where they would wait out all the nades. That's what Gambit are doing. And this is cookie cutter Counter-Strike. This is the basics. And, well, that's simple from Shox.
Yeah, so damn simple. And there may be more for him as he sweeps through. He'll be lowering his crosshair in anticipation of a hinge smoke, or he could just hit this flick. for it. Just a little late on that. Hobbit actually opting to be the AWPer. Ah, Hobbit the AWPer. You remember that Hobbit AWP highlight?
Yes, indeed. One of my favorite AWP highlights of all time.
That Hobbit AWP
and
moment.
the Rain highlight. They're some of my favorite AWP highlights.
Oh, with the no scope and the, yeah. Oh, we're being sarcastic again.
No, I think it's okay today. It's Sunday.
Oh,
You're
Sunday,
allowed to be
a day of
sarcastic
sarcasm
on Sunday, yeah.
Okay. No. Apex is deciding what he wants to do with this, and
Come on in, boys.
Incendiary comes in.
Come on in.
A lovely smoke. Misutaaa's ready for this.
The water's warm.
Ready. That's nice. Inters actually managed to make a competitive round with a quick adjustment. Unfortunately, Chad, 35 seconds.
Time seems to be a problem here.
Again.
Have VP and Gambit changed bodies?
Yeah, touche.
This is like a Space Jam.
Yeah. Gambit are rebranding, but it's one from like an intern or something. And it's a bit different.
They know what's coming. Apex is in upper tunnels. They know it's an A hit. They 100% know it's an A hit. This is just going to be picking them apart.
Yeah, ZywOo doesn't miss those. And this is 15.
Okay.
Wow. I am in a little disbelief. I felt like we really had been given a gift of Counter-Strike.
I thought so too, right? And it's strange because if you missed the death segment, they pointed out quite astutely that Vitality handled this team, right? In both best of threes they played this year, Vitality have won without dropping a map, but some of those scorelines are quite close. I think there's a 16-11 in there, maybe there's a 16-13 in there as well. And right now, this is destruction. This isn't close whatsoever. We're talking 7 rounds to close out the half on the T side, and now they've run 5 in a row here on the CT side.
Yeah, Gambit haven't got around in a pretty long while.
A very long while. I think 12 rounds.
Lovely little pit set up here as well. Hobbit, you'll hear this. He's trying to be the hero, and he could still go down. What a good find, but it's Kyojin with the spray for 2. Inters. Oh, nice little flash if it works. Inters, however, is just trying to get himself out of dodge. The smoke indicates as such as well. Now, Anthony hasn't done too much as he's just returned us to middle. Might want to smoke off the doors if he wants to continue to apply pressure towards A with the bomb long doors. That will be picked up by Inters himself. Matter of time. A sentence often said at this point in time, especially with a void of 10 rounds separating these two teams at round 21.
Well, mid to B is the right call here. If they go towards A, ZywOo and misutaaa are both there. It is just Shox, and I say just Shox, but he has the AWP on the platform, so things might get a little bit awkward for him if they do opt to go from multiple different avenues. But all 3 now slinking through the mid doors. They have 2 smokes, perfect to allow this cross. 1
it's
on the ground,
telegraph.
1 on the box. Yeah, so Shox knows it's coming. He's repositioning.
Oh no. Loud steps to confirm it. He just commits to this in the blind spot. And he's not going to miss the first. Still concerned about the tunnels, and he actually finishes off Inters.
He's legged.
It's over. It's absolutely over. What a quick one. Vitality make Dust2 look like a very convincing map pick. Justified in buckets and spades with some oopsies thrown in for good measure. 16-5. I'll say it one more time in case you didn't hear me. Gambit down in the dumps. They need a hard reset. And we